In India, there are two kinds of people, sir. One who is happy because they already bought some gold and they are saying like, okay, the gold price is increasing. My value of gold is so much short of high. And another kind of people is not happy because they want to purchase gold. Why the gold price is so much increasing? How can I buy the gold now? So their concern is like very much bigger. What is your prediction or maybe your view how the gold price will be in the next 5 to 10 years?
So whenever no uncertainty comes, gold can increase also. But whenever you are seeing disproportionate rise, I will agree to that extent that it will have a correction or it will have a pause. Be little careful, allocate lesser. So it doesn't mean whatever you have, sell it. Whatever you have, hold it. But allocate lesser. In the right kind of asset allocation, we can say about 5 to 15% of gold.
Hi all, welcome to the channel Rich with Ram, and here we are with Ramakrishnan sir. He's a certified financial planner and wealth manager, and he's financially guiding more than 1,600 families. Sir, welcome sir.
Namaste.
Namaste sir. Sir, thank you for giving this opportunity as your host. Today it's an interesting topic, gold. And when it comes to gold, other country people, they look gold as just an asset class. But for us, it's an emotion. It's a social status for us. And even though we say gold is not an investment, gold is for daily usage, but still people want to buy physical gold and they should have to keep it in their drawer or locker, and they have to see it and touch it, and they have to wear it, and they have to feel a little bit of proud. Like the pride in them when they are wearing more gold is like it's unimaginable, and sometimes it looks so great to see them as wearing so much gold and all. It's a pride thing, to be simple. But the problem here is like many people have been misled, I think. I just wanted to look at this gold as a investment, or should I have to look at this gold as a just a domestic wearable thing, or having 100 grams, 200 grams is okay. So I want to clarify this for the people and for myself also, sir.
See, this gold is, again, as you have rightly pointed out, it is an emotional asset for us. For long, we have been seeing gold as an emotional asset. Generations, felt gold was a very, very essential asset, because gold is one which is movable from one point to other point. And it was a physical asset. As you have said, it is a touch and feel asset. Right? You touch it and feel it, and you wear it and feel it. And for females, it is one of the asset which adds beauty. So that is something which will be there in the society for long. So any kind of functions which we are seeing, gold is one of the asset which is going to be there. There is no replacement at all. Probably fashion can change, models can change, but still gold will remain. There could be little bit of lesser interest over a period of time, because the new generation may not want to wear that kind of jewelry what their previous generation was wearing, what mothers were wearing, what grandmothers were wearing. That kind of ornaments these kids may not choose, because they prefer a simple kind of jewelry. But if you look at gold as an investment, let us say, last 40 years, 50 years, it has moved up, value by over, 10% per annum kind of thing. Okay. So even if you compare the prices of the gold, 2000, year 2000, the price of 10 grams of gold was somewhere around 4,400. 10 years down the line, you again reached it about 36,000 levels. Now today we are looking at, we are at about 87,000 kind of levels. It went to 92,000, but it has come down to 87,000. So it has been growing. In a sense, it has been growing, it has been increasing its value. But can that be the only investment? That question we need to ask.
Yeah.
Because there are parallel investments which have done better than gold.
Okay.
Gold as an asset allocation is always great. Gold moves in parts. Means not every year gold will give you return. Okay. So gold can also give negative return. Like we have seen between year 2011 to 2017-18, gold was giving negative return or it was flat.
Okay, gold was actually giving negative returns, sir.
It was giving negative
Because
return.
recent times, every time I see the news, gold has gone its peak. Gold has gone its peak. So these are the news, and actually, it's kind of triggering for me. Why there is no news if the gold has given negative news? Because it's surprising for me. You are saying like gold has given negative returns for the period of from 2011 to 17, right, sir?
Yeah.
But there, I think if I would have seen the news, I would have remembered. I think nobody cares when the gold downs, but
Yeah.
the gold price is up. There are many news. There are many interviews I have seen. It,
Yeah,
sir.
it is an emotional asset, no? So people get carried away when things are no good. So when things are no going up, then your news also says about it.
Yeah.
When things are not working great, you will not hear that that it has gone down. So that is where the no disconnect comes in,
Okay.
and you can say that that those points nobody speaks much about gold. Of course, there will be a news announcement that your 10 grams gold is this much. Every day news channel will show
It's
that.
like everyday. It's like everyday news. Like it's a
Everyday
simple
news.
news.
It is a simple news. But it becomes attractive when the news reader says that it has gone up by say 500 rupees today.
Yeah. And it's a it has gone up in the history. Let's say in Tamil we used to say like the வரலாறு காணாத உயர்வு, something like that. In the history, the gold is gone up so high. It has not happened in the history. So something like that. When the news reader says like that, oh my God, how can I buy the gold? So these are the concerns that I used to get, sir.
Very true. Very true. This these are the times where you find the exaggeration comes in.
Yeah.
Or the excitement comes in when there is announcement, right? Anything announced with excitement is more happier for the listener.
Yeah.
And that too, particularly if they own it, right? So if they say say XYZ share has gone up, it is just a news.
Yeah.
Because I may not have XYZ share.
Yeah.
When I say gold, that it has gone up by so much, then I have or my family has that gold. So I always feel happy about it. At least I'm having some value which has gone up in value again.
Okay.
So this is the feel which we get it. In right sense, there are no times where gold also gives negative return or returns remain flat.
Okay.
So those times definitely people don't speak about it and nobody gives attention to it. It remains low. And when things turn around again, it becomes better. Even recently it has happened during COVID. If you have seen, that particular months of COVID, gold was going up, shooting up like anything.
Okay.
Till September 2020, I think gold shot up in value amazingly.
Okay. Okay.
Then the COVID risks have started coming down, and that has ensured that this gold is not in the limelight and it has started falling down.
I think after COVID, this is the time we are talking about gold.
Yeah.
Even we are having this conversation because the gold price is still increasing, and there is some correction, 7 to 6% correction after 9,200.
Correct.
Same thing, sir.
Very true. So this has happened because that interest went down, and again the gold prices started falling down, and till last 2 years back it was not giving great return. That was September 2020 to 2 years back. Then things have started changing. One is the demand for the gold has gone up. When you speak about demand for the gold, then there is 2-3 things. One is consumer demand, that is regularly like you and me or your family and my family, we go and buy this gold for ornament purposes.
Okay.
Jewelries demand is one, but there is a international demand also which comes in.
Okay.
This international demand comes in from central bankers. Like Reserve Bank of India is a central bank which has some reserves.
Okay.
These reserves are used to these reserves are kept to ensure that our liquidity remains tight in the international market.
Okay.
Means liquidity remains right in the international market.
Okay.
So if that is the time, then across world we have seen the central banks accumulating gold as a reserve in the last few years. This has started particularly after that Russia-Ukraine war.
And we have seen news like many countries are buying gold, and they are buying in tons actually. Right?
Correct. So many countries were buying, and their reserve banks or central banks were buying, and that has ensured that this gold is always in the limelight. Even now, we are seeing that instead of dollar reserves, gold reserves have increased in terms of percentage by many countries, and that has increased the value of the gold. So that way the demand was there and gold has moved up in the recent past.
Sir, I think in India there are two kinds of people, sir. One who's happy because they already bought some gold and they are seeing like, okay, the gold price is increasing. My value of gold is so much short of high. And another kind of people is not happy because they want to purchase gold, maybe their daughter's marriage or their sister's marriage. They want to buy gold. They are like, why the gold price is so much increasing? How can I buy the gold now? So their concern is like very much big. So for that, I need to ask you one question, sir. Like, what is your prediction, or maybe your view, how the gold price will be in the next 5 to 10 years?
If you ask 5 to 10 years, 10 years term looks much better
Okay.
to have a diversification point of view.
Okay.
But 5 years, it's question mark because last 2 years it has gone up disproportionately.
Okay.
Because gold again, if you see, it generates only one kind of return. Unlike your shares
Okay.
or mutual funds, which can earn two kinds of return. One is it can give you dividend as well as price rise. But
Okay.
in shares, it is only one. It is price rise. Price has to appreciate.
Okay.
So it has appreciated a lot in the last 2 years. And whenever we are seeing such kind of pockets, the following years we don't get that kind of returns.
Okay. Okay.
So whether it can reach a newer high, we cannot exactly predict now. It can reach newer highs,
Okay.
but it may not give similar kind of returns every year.
Okay.
That what we have seen in the last 2 years, it has gone up by say 25-30%. That kind of returns it cannot give
Okay.
just like that every year.
Okay.
Whenever things are going very strong, then there are chances that corrections are also very high or it can follow. That is what the history was showing. So if that is the case, then taking a long-term view for diversification purpose, it is good. For asset allocation purpose, it is good, but not for just like that going and betting on gold that it will go up in next 6 months kind of thing. That is not
Okay, sir.
a correct
Because
structure.
I think the highest peak was 9,290, the prices. Now it comes to 8,755, which is almost 6 to 7% it has
Drop.
come down. And people are expecting, okay, already a finance expert from US, he said like 32% or 38% it's going to come down. Okay, if it is already 7% down, then there is a possibility that still it's going to be come down. So this is the expectation of the second kind of people who is not happy about gold price is increasing. So I think even China and US tariff war is actually we can see it settling, and Ukraine Russia war it is also we can see settling, and India Pakistan, I think it's not going to be more war kind of thing. I think in my point of view, I think it's going to still come down. I don't know. I'm not I'm not like astrologer or something like that. But my point of view is like that. So what do you say about my point of view, sir?
See, again, we are taking a directional view with the short-term directional view. So it can, always, disappoint us also. We don't know.
Yeah.
Why we say? So we don't know the international unrest which we are seeing. It is going to increase or decrease.
Yeah.
So nobody can give a prediction next, 2 years, which country will get into a war kind of thing. We don't have that, data with us. Neither we can decide on that.
Yeah.
So whenever uncertainty comes, gold can increase also. But whenever you are seeing disproportionate rise, I will agree to that extent that it will have a correction or it will have a pause.
Okay.
So disproportionate rise, when it happens, be little careful with that asset. Don't get carried away with the emotion that this is the only asset which will go up.
Yeah.
So there will be a chance that it can go down. And it can give you lesser returns. Sometimes it can give you single digit return also. We don't know. So sometimes return can be negative also. We don't know. Sometimes your waiting period can be as high as 7-8 years, like what I was talking about in 2011-12. So that kind of things also can happen. But whenever things are very high, be little careful. Allocate lesser.
Okay.
So it doesn't mean whatever you have, sell it. Whatever you have, hold it. But allocate lesser. In the right kind of asset allocation, we can say about 5 to 15% of gold in one's portfolio.
Okay.
Should be a good kind of asset allocation. Somebody can be 5, somebody can be 15 based on their own requirements. Probably one can understand and give suggestion for them. But I don't think more than that it is worth taking a
Okay.
technical call at this point of time.
Okay, okay, sir. And thank you so much, sir. And in the next video, I wanted to ask about gold investment plans because whatever we say, some people, even like my mom, they are so obsessive with gold. Even I say like, okay, mom, we can go for mutual funds. Arre, what is mutual fund? I don't trust mutual funds. Always buy gold. So whatever I say, she doesn't always agree. And of course, even I may be a king of the world, but still, when it comes to mom, I have to surrender to her. So I wanted to know if I wanted to, if I or my wife or my mom, some family members wanted to invest in gold, I wanted to have many options like physical gold or something like. There are many options, right, sir? So in the next video, we are going to discuss on that. And thank you for giving me the opportunity to host this video in your channel, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.